Mr. Van Nistelrooij, investing in job and growth, how do you intend to maximize the contribution of the European Structural Investment Fund?
Yeah, this is exactly the question we are debating here in the Parliament. It's like a midterm review. We have a period from 2014 till 2020, and in this report we look how it works out in growth and jobs. Europe has a big problem. You know, we come from the crisis, but for growth and jobs, and especially for younger people, we have a big way to go. And now we take the figures. We see that the new programs have started in regions, in cities, and I have to give a judgment whether this structural policy has the results we intended.
What are the weakest points of the current situation?
The weakest point is in fact the late start of this new period. We debated rather long what type of projects the regions had to make, especially in Italy. We could see that some of these conditions were not fulfilled in some regions. So a long debate, what do you do on healthcare? What do you do on programs for environment? What do you do for the roads, for instance, in this type of programs? We said that the regions and the national state had to present their policy, to be simple, whether they are consistent, whether the one road is matching with the next road or with a bridge, or whether you can exactly say that in the investments that you do for environment, or what will be the exact outcome. So a lot of preparations, we say evidence-based, result-based budgeting lasted rather long. So they started just in this year, 2016, and I'm a little bit disappointed that we lost time.
What are the other measures that you suggest with this report to improve the current situation?
Most important for me in the first is in fact the visibility of our European programs. You know that they are essential. 1/3 of European money is going via the structural funds to get structural amelioration, structural changes for education, for jobs, for new startups, etc., for SMEs, for the companies and schools. So, but the visibility of what we are doing is rather low. And we have to rethink the way that people who profit from our funds, that they feel it like we are in a European process of recovery. And I think the communication can be done much better, should be much better. Now we have a lot of nationalist signals, nationalist movements, and they say, get away from Europe. And me, as rapporteur for the whole Parliament, we say, this is one of the best examples close to people in regions and cities. But I see so less positive reaction. So let's rethink the whole model of our results and the communication.
What do you think about the possibility to empower even more local entities to use the European funds, like cities or little provinces?
This is exactly the way we want to work. It is not just a national policy. No. This is matching in co-financing the budget of a municipality, the budget of a region in their core ideas, because we said we wanted to do it on growth and jobs, we want to do it on sustainable development, we want to have social inclusion for our young people, for people of all ages, of course, also the older people, development in the rural areas. So if you perform on this point, we want to be close to the citizens. And in fact, I will look to the way how this has been prepared. And in some member states, it got into a centralization. And exactly the opposite of what we agreed on. We even made a code of conduct for the national states, that they did it in a decentralized, bottom-up way with a lot of participation. So this is also a critical point.